Alrighty guys, this is probably gonna be insane. This looks like the final wave of support for Cyber and Cyberdark, where Strike Structure Deck, Jesus! Yeah, exactly just like Yugi Nono said, try saying this 10 times fast. And what I don't like is that they didn't really say, a new wave. It's just like one new card. So, I hope this is not gonna be a letdown. Alright, Cyberdark Invasion and reprints. You can finally equip any dragon you want for a price, though. It's gonna be pricey. Cyberdark Invasion, continuous trap card. So this is a Cyberdark trap card, meaning that for the first time in history, Cyberdark Claw will actually have a search target for the trap department, which is pretty interesting. And of course, it is still a cyber card, so it is searchable by Cyber Dragon Core as well. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. You can only use each of these effects of Cyberdark Invasion once per turn. It's a continuous trap, so it's not a trap trick target. Target one Cyberdark effect monster you control. Oh my god, not even Cyber or Cyberdark. Equip one dragon or machine monster from either graveyard to that target as an equip spell that makes it gain 1,000. What? Send one equip card you control equipped to a machine monster to the graveyard. Destroy one card your opponent controls. It doesn't target. Technically has a respectable effect, but shockingly enough, this is a pretty good effect though. Like, not even gonna lie. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. You can only use... Ah, shit. Okay, yeah, whoa. You can't really use both effects on the same card. You need, like, multiple... you need 2 copies of this card if you want to use the first and the second effect. So that's kind of a bummer. And, freaking pathetic. Wow, that's it. Oh my god. I don't know, I was expecting just more cards. It's so unfortunate, man. Only one card. I mean, it's technically a decent one. It doesn't suck. Cyberdark Invasion, really. It's a soft once per turn, 2 active... No, it's... Both effects are each hard once per turns, but the physical card itself can only use one effect, so you can't just use, like, both effects with the single card, but yeah. So... Will this actually be a 2 or 3 of? Yeah, I don't know. My god, if only it said Cyber Dragon or Machine Monster. I don't know, man. This has been made so much shittier for no reason. And I can understand that you can equip the thingy, what's his face looking ass, Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. You can equip it to your Cyberdark monsters, but look at this. It says from, you know, well, from either graveyard, but like your opponent won't be playing actual cards that have really relevant effects. You can technically use this as an interruption against, like, if for example, let's just say your opponent activates World Legacy Guard Dragon and tries to revive back a dragon monster from his graveyard, you can actually equip it from their graveyard to, your field, or even better, is equipping your Cyberdark Claw and Cannon. So when you use the second effect, the effect is send one card you control equipped to a machine monster to the graveyard to destroy a card your opponent controls. You're sending the Claw or Cannon, which either draws you one card, or I think, hold on, what does it actually do? I need to check the effect of, I think it's Claw? Cyberdark Claw. It's going to send a monster... No, hold on. Yeah, it doesn't even have an effect. You can discard during damage calculation if a monster equipped with discard battles, you can send one monster. What the heck? Oh, wait, hold on. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can target one Cyberdark monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Never mind. Claw recycles back from the graveyard. Yeah, the other effect is when it battles, to send, like, Entis. So you can't really use that effect as an extra interruption unless your opponent just randomly jumps over your monsters, but he's not doing that anytime soon. Do I think that this card is a good card? Absolutely. I think even though this card is a trap card, it's really, really nice. It technically is a big boost to Cyberdark, but again, it's Cyberdark that we're talking about. The deck is still really garbage. Like, don't expect Cyberdark to randomly be a tier 1 reliable strategy after this, because the Cyberdark Chimera is definitely absolute shit. It's not helping the deck whatsoever. And then there's also Cybernetic Horizon, which is better for Cyberdark than for Cyber Dragon, but again, it's not going to be a substantial boost. And finally, wait, hold on, was there something else? Oh, Eternal Cyber is legit support for nobody. It's just shit for everyone. And finally, the worst card is Attachment Cybern. Literally nobody could ever even consider playing the card. It's literally that bad. I mean, with this card, you can kind of argue that you can trigger the third effect to revive back something, but what are you reviving? There's literally no relevant search, like special summon back target in the Cyberdark deck. You can't even revive back your extra deck monsters unless you probably summon them in the first place, so definitely not something that you should consider. And I don't know, man. I definitely do believe that Cyberdark are going to be relatively happy with this. What's the set for okay, so the code, the set, oh my god, the number of the card is 35, meaning that it's at the end of the structure deck. The actual structure deck itself has 8 foils, either for the OCG or for the TCG, because I think for the OCG it's like 2 ultras and like 6 parallel or something. I forgot. Their rarities are weird. And then for the TCG, I think it's 5 ultra rares and then 3 supers. I definitely could be wrong, but I know it's 8 foils. And usually for each foil we have 1 new card. Usually it's about that, but it could also not be that. For example, the Ice Bear structure deck, it had 8 foils, but the new cards weren't necessarily foils. Do I think that this card is going to be a foil? I actually don't believe it will be. I think it might actually end up being just a common card, and then an old reprint is going to be a foil instead, like a card that was never a foil in the first place. Hopefully it'll be Cyber Dragon Fear. That could be nice, because I know every single Cyberdark card is already available as an ultimate rare for the most part. And I think there's only one Cyberdark monster that you can play anyways, like for the machine monsters. That's the Cyberdark that halves its attack to attack directly. That's literally the only playable monster. What's the name again? I think it's Edge. Yeah, exactly. This card can attack directly. If it does using its effect, the attack is halved during the damage calculation. And the reason why this is good is because it is the only one that has a legitimate actual effect that serves a purpose. Because Keel is like inflict 300 damage to your opponent when you destroy a monster by battle. This is garbage. You're not using the card for that. And then the Horn is inflict piercing, but piercing isn't something that you can count on. Whereas attacking directly, the reason why it matters is because if you equip it with something like Elder Entity, with the Claw, when you attack directly, you can send Entis, and then even if your opponent had like really powerful monsters, your monster doesn't die, and then you can actually destroy a card your opponent controls. Or you can actually even send other cards with the Claw. So this is definitely something that you should keep into consideration. But like I said, I don't know how relevant it'll be. I do believe that Cyberdark is like a substantially more respectable deck now. It probably went from like tier 10,000 to tier like 5, which is still not good, because Cyber Dragons, even without any of the support, not even trying to say that the support changed anything, because clearly it didn't, but Cyber Dragons is like tier... is already honestly pretty close to top tier without without anything. Even if we get good cards, it'll still be good, but if we get good cards, it'll help the deck quite a lot. But what do I actually think of the impact that this card will have for Cyber Dragons, since again this card has nothing to do with Cyber Dragons? I think the fact that Konami chose to create a card that only works for Cyberdark is a proof that they also will release a new card that will only work for Cyber Dragon, and this card is fantastic for Cyberdark, really good. So I think they're going to create a card that is just as fantastic for Cyber Dragons, and I would love that. That would make me really happy. So I don't know what you guys actually think, but definitely let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to make this video way too long for no reason. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Take care, guys.